students, today I will help you to learn how to solve quadratic equation. First, what is the quadratic equation? If any equation has highest degree 2, then it is called quadratic. Let us take one example. X square minus 10x plus 25 is equals to 0. This equation is quadratic since the degree of x, highest degree of x here is 2. Now since x has degree 2, therefore the number of roots x has, that is 2. Therefore x has 2 values. So we want two numbers. We want two numbers which when multiply gives us 25, and when they are adding, when we add that numbers, then we get minus 10. Equation having highest degree 2 is called quadratic. Since x has degree 2, therefore the number of roots of this equation are 2. So we want two numbers which when multiply give us 25 and on adding give us minus 10. So first हम क्या करेंगे quadratic को solve करने के लिए? Write all the factors of constant term. Now factors of 25. 1 into 25, 25 into 1, minus 1 into minus 25, because we want plus here, plus 25. 5 into 5, minus 5 into minus 5. So these are the factors of term 25. Now when multiply we get 25, and when we add these numbers we want minus 10. So check all these factors. When we add these factors, when we get minus 10. Let us see first factor 1 and 25. Add these 25 and 1, 26. 25 minus 25 minus 1. When we add these number minus 26. 5 plus 5 10, not minus 10. And minus 5 plus minus 5 is minus 10. So this is the number minus 5 and minus 5. So we write it as x plus minus 5, x plus minus 5 equals to 0. So plus minus minus, so x minus 5 equals to 0. Now we want to find the value of x, that is root of x. So put these terms separately equal to 0. X minus 5 is equals to 0. So x is 5. X minus 5 is equals to 0. So x is 5. Again I am repeating what we have done here. First, the equation which has highest degree 2 is called quadratic equation. Since the degree is 2, so the number of roots of this equation will be 2. So we want two numbers which when multiply give us 25, and when we add these numbers we get minus 10. So write all the factors of 25. After writing all the factors, when we add these factors minus 5 and minus 5. When we add minus 5, then we get minus 10. So the factors are x plus minus 5 and x plus minus 5. In multiplication, plus minus minus, so x minus 5 is equals to 0. To find the value of x, put these factors separately equal to 0. So x minus 5 equals to 0. So we get x is equals to 5. When this term goes on another side, the sign of this term will change. Here it is with negative sign. When it goes on the right hand side, the sign changes plus 5. Or we can say that we have added 5 on both sides. Note it down. So the next is x square minus plus 6x into minus 16, minus 1 into 16, 2 into minus 8, minus 2 into 8, 4 into minus 4, minus 4 into 4. When we multiply these factors, then we get minus 16. Now we want on adding the term 6 here. So check all the factors. Minus 16 plus 1 minus 15, 16 plus minus 1 15, 2 minus 8 plus 2 is minus 6, 8 plus minus 2 is 6. So this is the factor minus 2 and 8. Minus 2 and 8. So 8 minus 2 is 6. So we do not have any need to check all the other factors. So minus 2 and 8. So the factor is x plus minus 2 and x plus 8 equals to 0. Plus minus minus. So x minus 2, x plus 8 is equals to 0. Now to find the value of x, put these terms separately equal to 0. X minus 2 is equals to 0. So we get x is equals to 2. X plus 8 equals to 0. When 8 goes on the right hand side, sign will change. Here we have 8 plus 8. So it will become minus 8. So factors are minus 8 and 2. Now the third one is two x square plus 12x minus 32 is equals to 0. If we see in this equation 2 is common, take 2 common, x square plus 6x minus 16 is equals to 0. This equation is same as question number 12. So we will repeat all these steps, and after that what we get, 2 into x minus 2 and x plus 8 is equals to 0. When 2 goes on the right hand side, 0 upon something is 0. So x minus 2, x plus 8 is 0 upon 2, that is 0. Now put these factors separately equal to 0. So x minus 2 is 0. So x is 2. X plus 8 is equals to 0. X is minus 8. are the factors. Now on multiplying we get the term minus 18. On adding we want the term minus 3. Now the factors are 3 and minus 6. So here we write 3 and minus 6 upon the coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x square? Is 9. Divided, we get 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Now the term which is in the bottom becomes the coefficient of x square. The term which is in bottom gives us coefficient of x, and the term which is in top term gives us constant term. The term top number gives you constant. The top number gives you constant and the bottom number gives you coefficient of x. So this is called magic x method. Now what we have to do in the next step? 3 coefficient of x, 3x plus constant term is the top number 1 here, x plus minus 2 and coefficient of x is 3 here. So equals to 0. So 3x plus 1 and 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. Now put these terms separately. Equals to 0. X plus 1 is equals to 0. When 1 goes on the right hand side, sign will change. So x is minus 1 by 3. 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. 2 goes on the right hand side, sign will change. So x is 2 by 3. So what we get here? Value of x as minus 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. I am again repeating, since there is nothing common in this equation, so multiply 2 into 9, minus 2 into 9 is minus 18. On multiplying we want the term minus 18, and on adding we want the term minus 3. Write all the factors of minus 18, and on adding the factor 3 and minus 6 gives us minus 3. Minus 18 on multiplying and on adding minus 3, and the factors are 3 and minus 6. Divided by coefficient of x square, that is 9. After dividing we get the number 1 by 3 and minus 2 by 3. The top number gives us the constant term and the bottom number gives us the coefficient of x. So 3x plus 1, 3x plus minus 2. So now put these terms separately equals to 0, and we get the value of x as minus 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. Now next is x square minus 9. Now in this term we did not have any term with coefficient x. We did not have term of x here. So we can write it as 9. Is 9 the square of any number? Yes, it is the square of 3. So here we will apply the formula a square minus b square, that is equals to a minus b. A plus b is equals to 0. So a square minus b square minus of root 15. So these are the values of x.